Hey, what's going on guys, it's Tom here, back today with another video. Continuing this little mini series where I'm going through all the attachments that are going to be in Black Ops 2. I think attachments are going to play a huge part in this year's game, because some attachments are actually replacing perks from previous games. So attachments are going to be big. I'm personally probably going to be running 3 attachments on my primary weapon. I'm going to be giving you guys a few classes to run with before the game comes out, classes that I think and know will do really well. So today I'm going to be going through another few attachments. Part 1 of this mini series was actually posted on the day that all the zombies info came out, so a lot of you guys might have missed that, so head over to my channel and look for that one. But yeah, today going to be going through a few more attachments. So the first one is going to be the hybrid optic. You've got the stats there of how it actually affects the gun. It's going to give you increased range and increased accuracy. And the hybrid optic is basically the HAMR scope from Modern Warfare 3. It's going to have the same properties where you can actually switch between the ACOG and the red dot sight. And it's actually a little bit different in this year's game, because in Modern Warfare 3 you had to not be aimed down sight to switch between the two, whereas in this year's game you're actually going to be able to switch between the two while you're actually aimed down sight. So that's a nice little addition to the game. The next attachment is a brand new attachment, and this one looks really interesting. It's going to be very interesting to see how it actually plays out. You can see the stats again right there, increased range and then a lot of increase in accuracy. And that's because this target finder is actually going to work a little bit like Marksman in the previous game. You know, Marksman actually let you kind of look at enemy names from further away. In this game, this target finder is going to be beast. It's actually going to highlight enemies with a kind of red diamond around them, similar to the red diamond you actually see when you're in like a chopper gunner in the original Black Ops, that kind of thing. So I don't know, I think it's going to be quite powerful. It's going to be really good for kind of long range gunfights. The only downside is that you're actually going to be taking up a lot of the screen when you're using this, so you won't have really any peripheral vision. So I suppose that's the kind of balance that they're looking for, but I do think this perk looks really interesting. It should be good to see how it actually plays out in the game. Next one is the foregrip. We've actually seen the kind of grip before. In this year's game, it's going to do pretty much the same thing. It's going to give you a little bit less recoil on the guns, but in this year's game, it's actually going to be available for assault rifles as well. Whereas before, I think in Black Ops, it was only available on SMG. So hopefully you can kind of eliminate a bit of recoil on the assault rifles. The next attachment we have right here is the suppressor. The suppressor is coming back. It's called the suppressor, not the silencer, in this year's game. It's going to mean that you actually stay off the radar when firing, and this can be a really, really powerful attachment. It's probably going to be quite highly used now that Ghost isn't as powerful in this year's game. However, you do actually sacrifice a bit of damage and a bit of range from actually using the suppressor attachment. Next one we have is FMJ, making its first appearance since Modern Warfare 2, and it's going to do pretty much what it did back in Modern Warfare 2. It's going to give you greater bullet penetration, and it's also actually going to increase the damage against score streaks. So anything that's in the air, if you want to actually take it down with a gun, maybe you stick FMJ on something like a light machine gun. That's probably going to be the best combination for this. You can actually probably take down one of those stealth choppers when you're running with an LMG with the FMJ attached to it. Next one we have is a ballistics CPU, and this is only actually going to be available for sniper rifles. The reason is that this is going to be an attachment that's going to reduce the idle sway of the gun. So typically when you're actually kind of aimed down sight with a sniper rifle, there's going to be a little bit of sway there, which actually simulates the breathing of a soldier. But when you're running this attachment, that's going to be decreased. So probably going to be one of the sniper's choices of attachment in this one. Hopefully, you know, it's going to help with those no scopes when people are going for those montage clips as well. Finally, we have rapid fire, and the kind of picture of rapid fire is actually different to how we've seen in all the previous year's games. But that is how it's looking at the moment. And in this year's game, it's going to increase the fire rate of a weapon by around 20%, which could make all the difference in a certain gunfight. So, anyway guys, those are the attachments I'm going to be covering today. I hope you guys learned a little bit more about the attachments, and maybe you're starting to get a few ideas about which ones are going to be the good ones to run. So let me know the ones that you are thinking of running already. And yeah, just want to say a big thanks for watching guys. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video, and check out some of my previous videos. Got those on screen right now. And I'll catch you guys with another video very soon.